Good morning. Welcome to another trip. Travel vlog every day. I'd say I'm in Detroit, but I'm not. I'm actually at the Detroit airport, which is about 25 miles outside of Detroit for reasons I'll talk about later. I just picked up a rental car. This is a 3-day trip. It's Friday morning, about 8 o'clock right now. We're going to be flying home Sunday evening around dinner time. And the reason I get a car the whole trip for this one is because Detroit is arguably, and a lot of people would agree, it's the worst ghetto in America. Very dangerous neighborhood, so I opted not to take public transit or the bus or any of that, which normally I love doing. And just kind of a little bit of a downer, because it's basically America's most dangerous city. And I opted not to take the bus. So it's a little strange getting a car for the whole trip, starting off this way, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to Lansing right now. I'm going to go tour the state capitol, which is about 75 miles from here. And then tonight, I'm only going to be in Detroit for about half a day, just because it's so dangerous. I'm going to go downtown tonight, hit the Detroit Red Wings game, do some exploring downtown on foot. Just park the car right downtown. Probably grab something on Parkways or find a good deal that way. And then going to Grand Rapids on Saturday, but that's getting a little bit ahead here. So I will check in from Lansing or somewhere along the way. Midway between Detroit Metro Airport and Lansing, here's what the scenery looks like so far. Very flat terrain and a fair number of trees. More trees than I was expecting out here. So just had a nice, enjoyable ride through Michigan. Now smack in like central southern Michigan. This is downtown Lansing I'm walking up into. And one thing, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I like state capitals that have good parking. And this one had plenty of parking available. I just drove around the whole thing for like a half hour just to see it and check out the parking. And there's a garage right like a block from the state capitol, but it's $3 an hour, which is pretty expensive for a city this size. But the car's back there behind me, on-street parking for free. Gotta walk about a half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile, but it's not a bad day out. So I'll show you the front side of the camera. Downtown Lansing up ahead. Looks like a minor league baseball stadium. I honestly don't even know what team plays there, but that sure looks like minor league baseball. And I gotta hustle. I have 15 minutes to walk about a half a mile to make the tour that happens at noon. So I don't really feel like waiting around till 1. We'll see. Not a bad day for a walk, especially after sitting on the plane for a couple hours. Sitting in the car for another couple hours after that. It's about 40 degrees out. It feels warmer because coming from New England, it was just in the 20s. I need to keep my voice low in here, but this is the Michigan House of Representatives. That was a very good state capitol tour. I'll tell you more about it when I get back to the car. All right, back in the car to quickly recap today so far. I flew nonstop this morning on Delta from Boston Logan to Detroit Metro Airport. Picked up this car right at the airport and drove here to Lansing. Just got done exploring Lansing and touring the state capitol. And as far as state capitals go, this one was excellent. I jumped in with the guided tour for about 15-20 minutes, but it was a group of like elementary school kids, so I didn't stick with it. I stayed long enough to like get the history and a little bit of background, but then I went off and explored myself. They were very nice. The tour desk check-in person was very nice. The tour guide, was good, but I was welcome on that tour. I just didn't really want to deal with a bunch of elementary school kids for an hour. So I did the walk around myself, saw the Senate, saw the House chambers, saw the Supreme Court room, but I think it was just a conference room. I think it used to be the Supreme Court room. And full open access, didn't even have to go through security to enter the building. It was a very friendly, inviting place. Everybody in there was very nice that I interacted with. Very tall state capitol, a lot of different levels. The dome was pretty high. And it seems like every time I go to a state capitol, they're under construction. Like the Missouri state capitol last month was under construction, 2 months and a half, whatever that was under construction. And this one was under construction, but not as much. You didn't really notice it till you got right up close on foot, and then some minor like interior things were being worked on, but it wasn't a deal breaker by any means. So that ranks right up there among state capitals I visited. And so now I'm going to go find something to eat. Haven't really decided where I'm going yet, but I will definitely show you with at least a picture of what I get. And then I'm going to head back to Detroit, which is about 90 minutes drive from here, and go to the Red Wings game tonight. Still haven't got a ticket yet because I'm just monitoring the secondary market. I'll grab something cheap at the last minute, like I so often do. And then I'm going to walk around downtown Detroit only, because Detroit's a toilet, at least from what I've heard and what people have told me. So I'm going to be pretty careful there. Arguably the worst, it's arguably the most dangerous city in the United States. So I am definitely going to act accordingly. Alright, before I ramble on forever, I will check in from whatever I get to eat. And no, unfortunately, there is no Jack in the Box anywhere in Michigan. Can't get my favorite place on this trip. I ended up getting a Little Caesars pizza and ate it in the car just now at the highway rest area. And I thought that was only fitting because I'm going to the Little Caesars Arena tonight where the Red Wings play. So let's get on back to Detroit. Still driving along, I booked parking on ParkWiz. I found a deal, $7 to park smack downtown Detroit in a garage, and I had a coupon, so it came out to $4 for parking tonight, which is awesome. But I wanted to show you this. This is that, like, I don't know what to call it. I call it like that just danger zone that's encircles downtown Detroit for miles in every direction. With just the vacant houses and the boarded up crap. And like, this is it on the side of the highway. I'll try to show you as best I can. There we go. There's some of it over there. Hard to see. Back a few minutes ago, the interstate was bumper-to-bumper traffic, and there was a fork in the highway. One direction went to Ann Arbor, and one went to Detroit, and all the traffic, like probably 90% of it, was going to Ann Arbor. And now there's nobody on the road almost going into Detroit. Yeah, you don't want to be on foot over there. Got into Detroit, $4 parking here through the Parkwiz app with the coupon that I used, which was awesome because I drove by a bunch of $20 lots right near the game. So I've already decided I'm coming back to Detroit on Sunday on the final half day of the trip because I'm just not going to have enough time to see this tonight. Bigger than I expected. But that's okay because Sunday was wide open. This is a really, really tall parking garage. It has 12 stories. I went right up to the roof. It's tall, but it's very, very narrow. Like, this is literally half of it right here. Then over that way, there's like another surface this size. And that's it. So it turns out I was rushing around for no reason. I thought the game was at 7, but it's actually at 7:30. So I just took the half hour, went down to CVS right at the bottom of this garage, got a soda. And then I just kicked back in the car, reclined the seat, and relaxed, which felt really good after the flight today and driving for so many hours. Not complaining, I like driving, but it was just good to relax for a few minutes, especially with all this cool scenery all around. So now I'm going to walk up the street to the Little Caesars Arena and the Red Wings game. My ticket from StubHub, including service fee, was $15.81, and the going rate leading up to this week, $37. That is what you call a hit. Buying at exactly the right time. I'll see you from the arena. So I'm still in the parking garage downtown Detroit. The Red Wings game got over. Red Wings lost 4-2 to the Senators. Fans were really into the game. Just atmosphere A+. Fan engagement A+. The arena, I would give the arena a B+. The only thing I didn't really like about the arena was the leg room was not that good. Worse than average leg room in there. But it's kind of a trade-off because the upper level where I was so steep. The sight lines were better than average, but the trade-off there was the rows were like right on top of each other, so you lose out on the leg room. So 6 of one, a half dozen of the other. Not a bad arena at all. That was something to behold. Like the indoor concourses were massive, just absolutely massive. Had a glass ceiling on the concourse, and it was connected to like some old like office buildings that were next door. Just really cool. So they did a beautiful job with that arena. Just absolutely, I know I've already said it, but just an amazing arena. I like that a lot. Every seat had a cushion, even way up high where I was. Ended up getting my ticket for $15.81 on StubHub. Last minute. They were like $35-40 the whole week leading up to the game, so that just hitting that one right on the money. Another thing that really made that arena just good in my eyes was a couple of the little touches. Like they had a restaurant in there that was themed after Kid Rock. You probably know who that is, but a Detroit musician, and they had an Uncle Kracker song playing in the concourse on the way out of the game. Another guy from Michigan who made it pretty big in music. So it's just the little things that can add so much to it.